Good morning, viewers at home. Welcome to the program, SuperDawn. I am Vera Osopo. Good morning, Anthony.
Yeah, good morning, Vera. I wasn't on the show yesterday. I apologize.
No need. I know you were
we were
working
busy.
somewhere.
We were busy.
I know you were
reporting
very busy, and it happens like that on the program. But all the same, I ran it, and I guess viewers, maybe I did it well or not. Well, I don't know.
You did it superbly.
Okay.
I must say.
Well, we will want to talk about something that has been on for some time, and we're looking at the Fulani Herdsmen. We want to look at updates on these issues that is so disturbing. These people are what I call unrepentant human beings that have been ravaging communities and killing innocent lives. We're going to give you updates on the activities recently. And this program today is not for you to call in to tell me, hey, Vera, the government is not doing this. I think we need to prefer a solution. Let's all sit back and look at it. What do we do? What are we not doing right? And that's how I want this program to go today. Let's all begin to get solutions. How did we get to this point where innocent lives are taken on a daily basis? In your mind, do you think, according to a particular guest that came last week, said, this is another internal war? But it's no war, but what do you think the government needs to do? What do you think the communities need to do? What do you think the rulers of these communities need to do? We're going to look at solution basically on this program today. So if you're calling in, I don't want blame games here. What I want today is for you to tell me the way to go. And away from that, what we usually do on this program is review the newspapers. We're going to open the phone lines also for you to call, make your contributions. But today on the program, we have some guests that will come and talk about different events they are having in the churches. First, we have a zone from Zone 1, from Christ Embassy Zone 1 will be here, and also Christ Embassy Zone 2 will be here. I will not let the cat out of the bag, although you know that Zone 2 has been coming for their event, talking about their event. But you can also call during the period, ask questions, how to go about it, if you want to be part of that event. I think you should be part of this event happening in the Easter period. But we'll go on this break. When we come back, SuperDawn will continue. Please stay with us. We'll be right back.
SuperDawn, your daily live current affairs program where topical issues that border on politics, economy, sport, and sizzling national issues are analyzed, now holds every Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Superscreen Television. Let your voice be heard. Join us.
Welcome back. Well, we want to take the newspaper review segment now, and I'm going to be starting with the Vanguard newspaper. The first story here says 150 billion shared in 2015, and this says you lied. Jonathan replies Osibajo. There are writers here, and this says challenges VP to publish evidence of how 150 billion was shared. The former President Goodluck Jonathan yesterday replied Vice President Yemi Osibajo on the claims that his government shared about 150 billion in 2 weeks before the 2015 elections. He's asking that you should publish it if you have that.
Yeah, he should publish it based on the fact that we are clamoring for transparency. But when you think about it, 1 point, what again? 1 point.
What point where?
The amount that was shared.
150 billion.
150 billion.
Yes.
Shared for?
Within 2 weeks.
Within 2
during
weeks.
the 2015 election.
Elections.
Before, just shortly before.
Jeez, now that's a whole lot of money. Shared for their campaigning or what exactly?
Well,
I
that's
guess
why
we
the
need
former
to
president is saying provide documentaries, evidence of this sharing.
I think it's only right that these documents come out because when you think about it, come on, that's a whole lot of money that could go into the economy and really develop the country or provide jobs or, come on, there are lots of things to be done with that money. So yes, if we will not be pointing our fingers, if we will not have Nigerians being skeptical or having thoughts in their head, I think it's only right that these documents are being aired out or put out there publicly. Okay,
because yesterday we took some of the stories where the vice president, and maybe I should just flash your mind back, the story is still here. The vice president at the 7th Presidential Quarterly Business Forum for Private Sector Stakeholders at the Conference Center, that's the Old Banquet Hall, Presidential Villa, Abuja on Monday, said in one single transaction, a few weeks to the 2015 elections, sum of $100 to $89 million were shared flitters away by few people. When you consider that in 2014, as the Minister of Finance has said, that the oil price was at the average of 110 a barrel and only 99 billion was spent on power, works and housing. And when we talked about the economy, we talked as if this is normal by every standard. He said they shared the money, but the former president responded immediately saying, media aides to the former president, Jonathan Reno Omokore, noted in a statement yesterday, said that the vice president, being a professor of law, must know that he who alleges must also prove in order to be taken seriously. So right now, the story goes this way. If you have proof, documentary proof, we want to see it.
Well, that's the thing with Nigeria. Our computing system, database system is, I would say, it's still poor. It's still very poor because at the end of the day, we deal with more of papers than soft copies. And even if these soft copies are available, I think it has a lot of, should I say, what's the word? Processes that has to be followed before this information is being taken out to the public.
Okay, I think that
regardless,
we should wait before we begin to conclude. Let's wait for those evidences. Maybe they have one.
Proof.
The proof. Let's wait until they bring that up. Then we can be talking about it. We also have this in the Vanguard. Court dismisses forgery charge against Lagos trader. And in a story where we're going to treat today again, herdsmen killed 4 in Delta State, beheld another in Ughelli barely 24 hours after Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, Delta State, revealed that farmers are compelled to pay herdsmen before they can access their farm in a particular community in Ughelli North local government area. Herdsmen have killed 4 persons who were on their fishing expenditure. The attack on the fishing-themed weekend, according to security sources, took place in a bush near Oriba village of that community. Vanguard gathered that other members of the group were said to have escaped with gunshot wounds. These guys are still terrorizing. This is wickedness.
Terrorizing, which we were talking about today, which leads us to our topic. But then you just get to wonder, isn't it fascinating that they are demanding a fee from the farmers before they can get into their farmland? I mean, I have a property, then you come and, want to encroach my property and say, I have to enter my house, I have to pay you before I enter inside my own house. It's only, that why I would say it's very funny. That's when you get to understand that this the last guest we had made, the last two guests we had made a statement. He said, in the media.
That was 2 days ago.
2 days ago. He said the media is pushing these topics out there as the farmers herders clash. Like there's a clash between the farmers and the herders. Meanwhile, it's not even that way. It's a situation where someone else is coming into your territory and, you know, giving you this discomfort, telling you, giving you conditions and all. I really think it's best that this needs to be looked into once and for all, and, you know, let's just settle this once and for all.
Okay, we have this before we go to the next paper. Federal government spent 1.91 trillion to support states, Osibajo, and the writer says Lagos, Ogun must work together. In Abeokuta, the Vice President Yemi Osibajo yesterday disclosed that the federal government has so far shared 1.9 trillion among states as support from the Paris Club reform. He said the sum was spent to support state governments in areas such as Anchor Borrowers Program, social investment, and budget support. He also expressed worry over failure of Lagos State and Ogun State governments to collaborate with each other in the bid to achieve regional economic integration. Yeah, he's saying they must work together.
Well,
and if you hear what government has really given out, what they've given out, 1.91 trillion to support states. And so why are they saying only some states? Well, I'll allow you when I pick this call. There's a caller. Hello, good morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes.
What's your name? Where are you calling in from?
I'm Mr. Joe calling from Mushi.
From Mushi. Mr. Who again?
Mr. Joe.
Okay, go ahead, Joe.
Yes. I'm part of the contribution is the issue of the Herdsmen. The way they are killing. I think there is no army in this country, the police in this country, not killing people, wiping out the places without any defense. My conception, the federal government is to increase order to keep army staff and the Inspector General of Police to provide security for these people. In the first place, the masses, or if the governors of those states provide the arms for their youth to defend themselves, if the federal government would not do that.
Okay, thank you so much. I didn't really get that very well, but we have the second paper.
Okay, right here on the second paper, the Nation's newspaper. Nigeria can never survive without North, says the ACF. And it says the debate on Nigeria's future continued yesterday with the Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF, declaring that this country cannot survive without the North. ACF is the North's apex socio-cultural group. It is seen as its voice. ACF chairman Ibrahim Komasi stated this when the National Working Committee, NWC, of the forum received leaders of the foremost Northern Women's Socio-Cultural Organization. Vera,
yes.
What do you think about that? I mean, the ACF is saying Nigeria will not survive without the North.
Well, we will survive with or without the North. With or without North, East, South, Nigeria is one. And I do not like, it doesn't go down well with me when you begin to, you know, segregate people. We are one. This country, it's a beautiful country to live in. And so we're one. We will survive anyway.
Well, that's the fact. But I really don't think we should even be talking about, you know, be going on about the IPOD and the Biafra. You know, we should not try and segregate or say which is better or worse, or if the country will do well or not. Let's just leave. Group accuses Obasanjo of playing politics with killings. A non-governmental organization, Vanguards for the Defense of Democracy, yesterday described former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo laying of wreath over the graves of Benue people who were allegedly killed by Fulani herdsmen as an exercise to score a cheap political goal. Addressing reporters in Abuja, the national coordinator, Mr. Sharon, urged the ex-president to stop using the people's movement of grief as an opportunity to whip up sentiments for his political advantage.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's a political thing, which, although the vice president had already advised Nigerians to stop policy, not to try and make it look like it's a political thing, the killings and all. Let's just look for a way forward, and that's the only thing that I would advise as a person, a Nigerian that lost my country. Okay, state shared 1.9 trillion Paris Club refund, says Osibanjo, which you have taken there. Okay, give me, this is DHQ, Defense Headquarters, IG, false amnesties reports on Dapchi's girls' adoption.
Okay, I'll just take some stories so we wrap up this edition. I'll take stories from the, we've taken Punch, we've not taken Punch, we've taken Vanguard, and the Punch says, submit budget details to NAS by Friday, Buhari orders MDAs. This one says, how Senator Wakil slummed and died, Bauchi reps. We also have this, internal crisis may cost APC, Ekiti polls, and government polls, Bamidele. Ex-inmates kill Lagos Uber driver, sell car for 350,000. Too bad.
Too bad.
We also have this one in the Punch. It says, ACF, others tell Buhari and President Muhammadu Buhari to end attacks and killings. And this says, life's cheaper than cattle, MPA. This also in the Punch. Afenifere vows to protect Yoruba land. This is not a good one. JAMB withholds 111,981 UTMA results. We also have in the Punch, we have shown corruption or face sanctions, or Shibajo wants board members. We take some stories away from the Punch and we'll look at the Daily Trust this morning. Federal government, states spend 1.8% of the 44 trillion budget on agric in 3 years. That's when you hear all of these funds and you want to begin to ask questions like, well, we're not feeling all of this. Dangote Cement revenue hits 805 billion in 2017. Buhari congratulates Putin and Mikel on re-election. We also have in the papers this morning, election sequence. Court dismisses APP's application to join suit. You need to get hold of the Daily Trust, some of the papers we've taken today, to read more on the stories. But this is where we'll come to an end of this segment. We go on the break and we'll be right back.
SuperDawn, your daily live current affairs program where topical issues that border on politics, economy, sport, and sizzling national issues are analyzed, now holds every Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Superscreen Television. Let your voice be heard. Join us.
Bad breath, also known as halitosis or phthisis, affects an estimated 25% of people globally. There are a number of potential causes of halitosis, but the vast majority come down to oral hygiene. Halitosis can cause significant worry, embarrassment, and anxiety, but generally it is relatively easy to remedy. The most common cause of halitosis is bad oral hygiene. If particles of food are left in the mouth, they break down by bacteria produces sulfur compounds, and there are a number of common causes of bad breath, which include smoking, tooth decay, and alcohol consumption. Bad breath in children is often due to a trapped item in the nasal.
Embassy invites you to Good Friday Miracle Night.
It will be a good Friday for you. Sicknesses of all kinds will be destroyed by the power of God. Doubts and questions will be dissolved. You will receive peace of mind and prosperity.
Date, Friday, March 30th, 2018. Venue, Trade Fair Complex, Badagry Expressway, Ojo, Lagos. Time, 6 p.m.
There will be free bus transportation from all major bus stops in Lagos State.
It's a time of miracle, healing, and the outpouring of God's Spirit as we worship and dine with the Word.
It's going to be a night to remember. Make sure you are there. God bless you.
Christ Embassy invites you to Good Friday Miracle Night.
It will be a good Friday for you. Sicknesses of all kinds will be destroyed by the power of God. Doubts and questions will be dissolved. You will receive peace of mind and prosperity.
Date, Friday, March 30th, 2018. Venue, Trade Fair Complex, Badagry Expressway, Ojo, Lagos. Time, 6 p.m.
There will be free bus transportation from all major bus stops in Lagos State.
It's a time of miracle, healing, and the outpouring of God's Spirit as we worship and dine with the Word.
It's going to be a night to remember. Make sure you are there. God bless you.
Welcome back. Well, we have a guest in the studio, some guests in the studios, and it's all about Zone 2 event. But let's welcome Wangari Raleigh. Good morning to you. And we also have Samuel Jackson.
Thank you so much.
I wanted to say Michael Jackson this morning, but good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us.
Okay. I know that you have an event. Tell us about the event.
Okay, wow. First, I would like to thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here. It's all about the world's most anticipated Good Friday Miracle Night. It's organized by Lagos Zone 2, with Pastor Emeka on the 30th of March 2018 at the Street Fair Complex, Lagos Ojo. You know, there are meetings. Now, this is one meeting that will set the pace for all young people around the world. We are here to talk to young people across Lagos to see why they need to attend such a meeting. And it's a meeting that will move them from where they are right now to the next level.
When you say young people, is this just basically for the young ones? Yes, Raleigh.
Not just the young ones. We're looking at teenagers, we're looking at youths that are in the university, the ones that are waiting admission into the university. Every youth so far in Lagos State, in Nigeria, we're expecting them for this program. And we know that, you know, Pastor believes in the future of the youths. And that's why this program has specially been organized for them. And I know there's no how they will attend that their life will remain the same. They are going to be changed, they are going to be transformed, and they are going to be set on course for the future. Okay,
I know that this is not the first time. Last year, you guys came here on this event, the platform, and we heard that was a fantastic program, and people were healed. Tell us about the healing.
Oh, amazing, amazing. We had a lot of young people who had challenges with coping with habits, and it was having an effect on themselves and their bodies. You know, after that meeting, right in the meeting, the Spirit of God came upon them, and there was dramatic changes in their lives, you know. So the program is for young people, it's for youth. If you're a youth, if you're a teenager, if you're an adult, mom or dad, this meeting is for you. And it has come at a time as this. It's Good Friday Miracle Night. And Jesus came at this time. It's all about resurrection. Everything that was there, a young person, you're seeking admission, and it's been like you've not had admission in the past 4, 5 years, 6 years. This is a meeting for you to attend. It's a meeting that will cause admission at your step.
Okay, I know that someone came from Zone 2 last week to talk about this particular program as well. But if someone is looking for a job, you've said it's a meeting that must attend meeting. If you're looking for a job or the person is blind, Raleigh, tell us.
Yes, if you're looking...
Are the blinds going to receive their sight?
Yes, the blinds will receive their sight. If you're looking for a job, that is the meeting to be. That's the program to attend. Because when you come, you will get more than a job. Because it's our year of the supernatural. And come this program, it's going to create an opportunity. You know, God is going to visit you if you're looking for a job. And for those of you that are sick, the ones that are blind, the ones that are lame, diverse miracles is going to be wrought at the program. And we know that as many that will come diseased in their body, this is not the first time.
Is that real?
Yes,
anyway, let me ask someone, is that real?
Yes.
That if you have any illness, if you have any kind of infection, that will be cleared off. But let me ask also, I know that exits usually, I asked the person that came also last week, there's traffic gridlock every time on that exit. That's the Badagry Expressway. Tell us the plans you guys have so that there will be a free flow of traffic.
Amazingly, our man of God, Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakilome, each time he holds program, we are one of the best in the world when it comes to organizing programs.
Yes,
There is always the free flow of inflow and exit. It's all planned. We have our marshals who have been put in place in ensuring that there is easy flow of movement of men, buses, all packed. And it's a program you come and you receive, and then you go home ready to release all that you receive. Not that you receive and then you face traffic going home. So it's all planned. We have best teams in Christ Embassy when it comes to organizing
What about
programs.
security? Because that's key. People get kidnapped in programs. People get taken away, armed robbers. All sorts happen during some sorts of programs. But will that happen here in this program?
It has never happened in Christ
it has
Embassy.
never happened.
Security is one
Why
of
that assurance? Why that boldness to say it has never happened and it won't happen?
I've been in the
Security
ministry
is
for
key for
20
us.
years.
Okay, maybe I should allow her to talk.
Yeah, security is key for us, and all that is being sorted. Yes, it's already sorted, so we are not going to have challenge with kidnapping, with armed robbery or anything. It's already sorted. Our pastor has sorted everything. So the safety, the life of everyone that is attending is our priority, is our responsibility, and we have put different measures in place to ensure that they are kept in safety.
Okay, for those youths that like entertainment, yes.
To add to it also, I think we got to a school and they were like, there's going to be a lot of crowd. How are we going to ensure our kids will be safe? And then we with confidence, we told them we're already working with the police. We're working with the safety marshals in ensuring that lives are well saved.
So if you come there, all I need to do if I'm there is just sit down and enjoy the
Just
program.
enjoy.
Yeah.
But let me ask, Rolly, you're quite young. I want to look at the young ones coming. What would they enjoy?
Wow.
Young people coming in there.
The young people coming, they're going to enjoy a lot. We have a lot of guest artists coming. We have a lot of music all stuff. We have a lot of guest artists coming from ministry. They're going to enjoy the worship. They're going to enjoy the praise. They're going to enjoy the word of God, most especially because the program is actually for them. Come 30th. It's especially for youths in Lagos State. And I know that as many that are expectant, as many that are believing God for their academics, they are believing God for a future. We have a future to project to them. This program is just the best for them, and I know they will never remain the same.
Okay,
what time again? Date again?
Okay,
we need to know.
30th March. It's happening 30th March, next week Friday. And it's going to be at the Trade Fair Complex, Badagry Expressway or Joe. And it's till dawn, 6 p.m. till dawn. It's one program that will, like I said again, take you from one level where you are to the other. I'm aware. You know, we can share a testimony of last year's program. It's been amazing. You were asking about the musical artists. Oh, we have a lot of them. Jive Angels, you know, they're going to dance and you're going to dance with them. We have Pastor Saki, we have
Ellie
J, you know, all of the best stars in the Obi Shine, best stars in the world who are going to tune us to sumptuous music. Let me use the word sumptuous.
Okay, I'm beginning to feel like it's a Friday already.
Yeah.
You know, you're making me feel it's the Friday. Let me take my bags and just get ready for the event. But we didn't talk about transportation, and it's key.
Yeah.
How would I go? Those that doesn't have monies to transport themselves there, how would they go?
Okay, we have bus transportation, like from the promo we played earlier. We have bus transportation everywhere in Lagos. Everywhere in Lagos. As long as you're in Lagos, we have bus transportation at Yanokbaja, we have at Badagry, we have at Oshodi, we have at Yaba. Everywhere, every major bus stop in Lagos, you get a BRT bus that will take you down and then also bring you back to your location.
So it's a free transportation. It doesn't matter where you're coming in from, what angle, what part of Lagos.
We are more interested in what will happen to you because we know you would have a testimony.
And what also your comfort.
We know you will. So you want to take you there.
And bring you back.
And then bring you back.
Right now, because of the economy, some people are depressed. Some people are not happy. Will they get so cool? Will they get happier when they get there? Yes, really.
Yes, they will be very excited. They will be happy because we are an agent of change. We are the solution to our world, you know. And I know that the program was actually organized specially for people like this, you know. And I know that as many that are dejected, that have given up on this country, because we believe in Nigeria. We are the future of Nigeria, and we know that if they come, their life, one word from God, will turn their life around, will change them in that program. And that's why it has come for such a time as this. Come 30th March at Trade Fair Complex. As many that we attend, I know that their life will not remain the same. There is a future for Nigeria, and we have the word for them.
You're making me smile all through. I'm just staring at you because I too believe in Nigeria, and I believe in the future.
Yeah.
This is a country God himself is involved.
Yeah.
And I know that things will turn out better for us. But what I wanted to ask, some people are very sick in their bodies.
Yeah.
They might not be able to come alone, so they needed aids. Do you have helpers?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Before 30th, we already have some.
I mean, caregivers. Do you have caregivers there?
Yes,
we do.
We have a lot of
We have caregivers
who would help position them to where they would sit comfortably. I'm aware they won't go back the same. Many of our meetings, some who come with wheelchairs, go back without those wheelchairs. So we've prayed in the place of prayer. God has shown us already what will happen in this program. So it's just to get ready. 30th of March at the Trade Fair Complex, Badagry, the Good Friday Miracle.
How do I get ready? You said get ready. What do I need to do to get ready?
Okay, so first, prayerfully prepare for this conference, for this program. All that you want God to do for you, write it down. Write them down. And then when you prepare, we have our numbers that will be scrolled on the screen.
It's already placed there.
It's already placed there. So you could call and make reservations, get a seat. You need to call now. Get a seat. So if you get somewhere very, very convenient to sit down. You can make inquiries. Call for the closest bus stop at your bus point. You pray, fast concerning it.
Okay.
Because knowing for you that started March, you're going to receive everything.
Okay, yes. But from a word from you, Rolly.
Come 30th March, it's a big thing, and it's something that you don't want to miss. And for every youth in Lagos State, I don't know any other program that is going to be holding 30th March, apart from Good Friday Miracle Night, Lagos Zone 2, holding at Trade Fair Complex.
I'm going to hold you on there just a minute. I will allow you, but there's a caller here. Hello, good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Can you be a bit audible? Yes. Increase the decibel of your voice.
Regarding the gathering for authority and for the future of the younger one, what about for the peace of the country?
The peace of the country.
What is the peace of Lagos unite? For me, the authority and all this.
Okay, because of time, they must leave now. We're going to cut you off and not allow them answer you.
Okay, so what about the peace of
the country? I hope I got you right.
Okay.
Yes.
Basically, the peace of a country stays more when the people are peaceful.
Are at peace. Okay. Yes, true.
So this is a program that will bring peace to your home. Peace. Last year we had a family where they were down, as in impoverished. After last year, everything changed.
I need to be in that program, but we must wrap up now. Yeah. I need to be in that program. Things has no option than to change. Yes. Final word from you, Samuel Jackson.
A program like this has come at a time as this. And God is said to position you for the next level. So make up your mind. If I were you, I'll start pressing down my yes, I'm going to attend for this program because God is waiting for you.
All the youths in Lagos State in Nigeria, we look forward to seeing you on the 30th of March at Trade Fair Complex because there is a word for you. Remember, Pastor believes in your future. Pastor Chris believes in your future. And we also will believe in your future. Come 30th of March, make sure you attend. God bless you.
I want to thank Samuel Jackson and also our Gary Raleigh. Thank you for coming on this edition of the program.
Thank you.
Segment. Well, we as a tour will go on a break. And when we come back, SuperDawn will continue. Please stay with us.
Christ Embassy invites you to Good Friday Miracle Night.
It will be a good Friday for you. Sicknesses of all kinds will be destroyed by the power of God. Doubts and questions will be dissolved. You will receive peace of mind and prosperity.
Date, Friday, March 30th, 2018. Venue, Trade Fair Complex, Badagry Expressway, Ojo, Lagos. Time, 6 p.m.
There will be free bus transportation from all major bus stops in Lagos State.
It's a time of miracle, healing, and the outpouring of God's Spirit as we worship and dine with the Word.
It's going to be a night to remember. Make sure you are there. God bless you.
Insurgency in Nigeria is no news to you. You follow us all through. You've seen everybody in Nigeria now, both old and young, is aware of what is happening. What's your take in all of this?
Let me say straight away that the position that I take is that when acts of criminality is committed and people that have done it earlier in the past or are doing it presently and they are not confronted, taken up, let them face justice. When that does not happen, then impunity swells. And that is the problem that we have. If you say that, I say clearly, it's murder under penal code, under criminal code. If you say somebody raped, it is rape provided for under penal code, under criminal code. If somebody commits malicious damage to property, it's a violation of our extant criminal law. So why can't we enforce our law? That to me is the bottom line. Because once laws are made, they are meant to be enforced. And once you don't enforce your law, then impunity breeds.
Okay, we had cases where we had the Operation Python dance against the IPOB. We had situations, cases where the army was sent to deal with the Boko Haram insurgents. Yes. Then when we come to this recent Herdsmen situation, yes, people have been clamoring to declare these Herdsmen, yes, terrorists. Do you think it's only right that they are declared terrorists?
You see, the name and the status of everybody, if it is a pronouncement by the head of government, that sends clear signal to all the security agents to be on their guard and to be able to enforce the law. Remember that the IPOB thing was getting stringent. Then the president returned from his medical vacation abroad. I remember he made a definite pronouncement. It's like a call to action on the military. And since then, since that day, I've not heard so much about IPOB, except as I'm referring to it now. But the truth of the matter is that the military, police, people in Nigeria, they understand the language of the person at the ends of affairs. And once that pronouncement is made, it gives the organization that we are talking about now, it puts them on their toes that things will not be as usual. It gives the security people the feeling to act
Okay, so are you saying now that these they are, first things first, let me ask you this question. If you review the security of Nigeria, yes, the police, the army, as regards this Herdsmen situation, yeah, what do you have to say? Do you think they are doing well? They are doing what they are supposed to be doing?
It's because they have not been doing what they are supposed to. That we have so many killings between the end of December last year.
But referring to what you just said, it's like they have to wait before they get.
No, it is because our security people will not do what they are paid to do. They want to start looking at the presidency, yes.
Okay,
but that is not the way.
I wanted you to fully explain when he asked the question, should they be tagged as terrorists? I wanted you to explain fully.
No. Let me tell you, even there is law in Nigeria, an act of the National Assembly made on the 3rd of June 2011 that defines
what terrorism is all about.
And all that we have seen,
okay,
all that we have heard, all that we have perceived shows that had happened. Even the United Nations Security Council also make a definition of what constitutes a terrorist.
Okay, should they, I wanted to come out from you, yes, should they be tagged as terrorists?
Yes.
Okay.
Killing herdsmen.
Yes.
It is not every herdsman, because some people who really have cattle, yes, they are not violent.
Yes.
They don't go about with AK-47 rifles. Any person you see, I'm saying I'm a cattle herdsman, wielding AK-47 is to me a criminal, is to me a terrorist, and I want them declared a terrorist.
Okay, Fulani herdsmen crisis remain a major issue in Nigeria right now as we speak.
Yes.
And we have all of these agencies, security agencies.
Yes.
And Anthony asked a question along the line where you begin to talk about the activities of the agencies.
Yes.
And you made us to understand that their body language doesn't show as though they are serious about it. Are you saying that Nigerian security agencies cannot fight this Fulani herdsmen totally? Are you saying they cannot nip it in the bud?
They should have nipped it in the bud, but the way we do things in Nigeria is to look at the body language of the person at the top, see his feelings, see the way he comports himself in respect of any major issue that arises. You understand? That is the point I am making.
Okay, they should have actually. They
yes.
should have. By now, they should have already cope the situation. But
yes.
the question is, can they? That is, are they up to the task? When you look at their expertise, their ammunitions, does the Nigerian security agencies have what it takes to cope the situation, or they are just? Do they have what it takes and not just doing it, or they actually do? Sorry, I'll take that again.
Okay.
Do they have what it takes and they are just being, they are just waiting to have that order from the top, or they naturally just are not up to the task?
You see, let me remind us, Nigerian security agents, military, police, they go to international
conferences.
No.
Wars, battles.
Peacekeeping operations. And when you hear the report of United Nations, African Union on the performance of Nigerian troops, you will marvel. You understand? I believe that the problems and the difficulties that we have in Nigeria does not exist where they operate, and that's why they perform exceedingly well. So what I think is happening is that they don't have a clear order from the people at the top.
You have said that several times. Are you saying that the body language of Mr. President is not helping matters? Are you saying that the security agencies will be looking at the body magic in a professional job?
That is the way they've been operating in Nigeria now, unless we want to pretend. You see, every policeman you ask to do his duty will be thinking, if I do this, will that have a backlash? But once there is a definite pronouncement from the head of government.
Well, President sent the IG to Benue State. And you heard what the president said later on. What happened? He did not get there.
No, what?
So what's the body language you're talking about here?
Let me tell you. Let me say this. If you are the executive governor, if you are the executive president, executive means execution. Those that you appoint to do a task, if they don't do it, fire them. It's as simple as that. Once the IG goes out, the person that is close to him will take the command. It's as simple as that. You see, you don't allow anybody to rubbish your command. That is the purpose of effective governance. Once you say this must happen, we didn't vote for Idrisu. We voted for Buhari. And whatever happens, it is the responsibility of the president that people will be talking about. It is not the president, the responsibility of the IG, or the chief of army staff, or the chief of air staff, or the chief of naval staff.
Well, yes, it's not the responsibility.
What I'm saying is that if you are the commander-in-chief, that is what it means. The executive president of Nigeria, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces.
Okay, so the person that is to blame right now is the president himself.
Yes.
Okay, now if these people are declared, we had a guest here that talked about this, a similar topic to this, and he made a statement. He said that, or no, let me just have your take on it. If they are declared terrorists,
yes,
what is the verdict?
The verdict in what sense?
Like what are they going to be charged with? What is the punishment that they would be given?
If you look at
from the law, the constitution.
Yes. Once they are declared a terrorist group, the essence of that will be international cooperation will come to Nigeria in tackling their problem, as it came when Boko Haram was declared a terrorist organization. Okay. The United Nations will also come into the picture, and based on United Nations Security Council resolution 2349 1373 5566, they will now see that this group of people are now terrorists, and whatever instrument or machinery they use in dealing with terrorism at the international level, they will now make it available for Nigeria to handle their problems. You see, it is only in the developing world that it seems to me government don't take the life of people serious. When a life goes off in Europe, you see the reaction of their government. See what is happening in Britain, the Soviet spy agent and the daughter, nav agent attack, and see what has happened.
I'm going to hold you on there. There's a caller here. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Vera.
Good morning once again. Yes, go ahead.
Yes. Well, what I have now for the Fulani is...
we barely can hear you. Maybe you need to speak up.
What I want to say about Fulani is on the president, yes, it is the president that can solve this problem. If he does not solve it, if he cannot solve it and leave the country, there will be a lot of problems. We will not be able to solve it again.
Can you hear him? Please, we can't hear you.
I think if the president can call the Fulani to Asoro, the head of Bukaram to Asoro, they will bow down for him. They will pay him. They are them in my time. They don't want to do for my government. They are all one Nigeria. If it comes to them, they will listen to him. Then they will say, if he is refusing to do that, the problem on my own side. Thank you very much. Then to avoid all those hate speech the president are using against my president. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, you go ahead. We're talking about.
Now, what I think must happen, and that has been my general position. There is nothing that Nigerian laws have not taken care of. The problem that we have always had is enforcement of our laws. That is what I think our problem is. You see, let us remind ourselves that there was in 1987 Kafansha riots. There have been a lot of riots, but as soon as one dies down, you don't see any action taken on the part of government, and that gives impunity to those that will do the same thing.
Okay, Okay, if you say it gives impunity,
yes,
the president came up 2 weeks ago to say that if they see any Fulani headsmen with AK-47, they will be persecuted.
Yes.
Is that not enough for them to understand what the president is saying? Because from this discussion, I'm beginning to feel that you think that the major problem is from the presidency. They're not being hard enough to curb this menace.
Yes.
And so, looking at what the president has talked about AK-47, and looking at what he has also said about all of this, do you think it's the president or someone is sabotaging his efforts? But before you answer that, there's a caller here. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning,
Good morning to you.
Yeah, what I want to say about this Fulani Herdsmen is not something we should be taking.
You need to tune it down. The volume of your TV set.
We don't need to answer the Fulani Herdsmen matter because the mayor they should be described or announced as a terrorist group.
Okay.
Because I thought they didn't go up to this before they announced they declared them as a terrorist group. So we don't need to be patronizing them. Let the government declare them as terrorists and that's it.
Thank you. Thank you, Richard. He said they should be announced as terrorist group.
Yes.
Okay, but I asked a question before the caller called in. The president has said if you are Fulani headsman or a Katurera with AK-47, you'll be taken to the court.
Yes.
And he had consistently talked about these things, but we still see these people attack on a daily basis.
So,
do you think someone is sabotaging his effort, just like they did because in the former President Goodluck Jonathan's time, we had Boko Haram ravaging communities as well. Is someone planning to disrupt the leadership of this government as well?
let me remind you what happened. When the Chibok schoolgirls were adopted, it took the government of President Jonathan 2 weeks to believe that adoption actually took place. It was first of all thought that it was a political move and all those things. That was what led to that. But this government believes that something is wrong. And if we elect you, you are elected to take positive action. And if anybody is trying to sabotage you, you are indeed unless you are saying you are not the commander-in-chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Once you take that appellation to yourself, you must be decisive and effective. If you give orders and they are not being followed, you sack people and replace them with substantive people that will do what you want. That to me is the way out.
Okay, trying to infiltrate into this, you made a comment saying not all Fulanis are headsmen, not all headsmen are Fulanis.
And not only Fulanis, rear cattle.
Yes.
So that is why I don't talk about Fulani headsmen. I talk about headsmen.
Headsmen.
Okay.
Now, on the papers,
yes,
the media, everyone is talking about Fulani headsmen, that they are the ones that are causing this menace, which means not all headsmen and not all Fulanis, but the Fulani headsmen. How do we know which is which? How do we penetrate into this? I mean, it could be confusing, especially for the security agencies. How do you think this could be covered?
Let me tell you. The normal herdsmen that we know use stick to head their cattle. Once you see anybody with offensive weapon, AK-47, that must be a killing herdsman.
Whether or not Fulani.
Okay, I'll hold you on there. There's a caller here. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I think these Fulani headsmen, I would start them as a terrorist. Because when I was born, I was meant to know that the Fulani headsmen used to carry sticks, not AK-47. But this time around, they carry AK-47. So I don't
understand what is going on. They should be charged as terrorists. That's all.
Okay, thank you so much. So you said they used to carry just like
Yes,
the
now,
caller now supported
that is
what you're saying.
Know. That is what we know. The Yorubas have been saying that even if the head of cattle is over 1,000, it is just one stick. That a child Fulani, a child herdsman, we used to direct them. So those are the ones we know. Those are the legitimate, lawful people. But once you, not even AK-47, once you use any weapon, to me, you are a terrorist.
And what about, could it be because of the rustlers? Because they're having issues also, people attacking their cows.
Castle rustling is another crime. So why can't we enforce our laws? A person who rustle cattle will steal cattle from the Fulani or from the herdsmen and sell later or keep it somewhere. So stealing is part of our law and it's an illegal activity. So let's sort out these issues gradually and know where we are going.
How do you think? You've been talking about it for some time now.
Yes.
Where do we start from?
Let me say again.
Yes.
My sincere opinion is that.
Where do we start from?
Once we form the habit of enforcing effectively and deliberately our law, with even-handedness, you don't say I will enforce at a time. At another time, I will say I will do the other side. That is the bane of our society, lack of effective enforcement of our laws.
Okay, like one of our callers said, he said that the president is being very biased as regards enforcing the laws. And when you look at it, what you said that if these people are declared terrorists, then it means that international bodies will come in.
You will give us the necessary support that they give to tackle terrorism.
Then why can't we just do this? Since it looks as if the police or the Nigerian agencies are not doing enough, why can't we just, or why can't the president just look at it like, okay, once I declare these people terrorists, I'm going to get helping hands, and they're going to just solve the situation once and for all.
I think once you have a problem, the way you solve it, whether you galvanize internal mechanism to solve it, or you seek external assistance to solve it, like it happened in Boko Haram situation. What is important is that the problem should be solved. We cannot be listening every time to newspapers, 10 people killed in Benue, 5 people killed in Taraba. Between December and middle of February,
the killings
have been, it's too mind-boggling. No serious government will allow that.
Okay, I asked a question earlier. Where do we start from? And the impression I'm getting from what you're saying is Nigerians don't follow.
We don't enforce our laws.
We don't enforce our laws.
Yes.
How do we begin? That's what I wanted us to start from. How do we begin to enforce this law? From what end? From who? Where are we going to start from? But I will allow you answer. We have a caller in the studio. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. I guess we lost that. So where exactly do you, is it from the executives? Is it from the legislators? Is it from the local government? Is it from where exactly do we start from?
Who makes the law? The legislators. So that it is not their business to enforce the law.
Yes.
The people that are to enforce the law are the executive. You understand? And the only way the executive will enforce this law is somebody has committed an offense, take him to court. Let judiciary sort him out. In fact, you see, arrest and detention of a criminal will serve as deterrent to some people. Then the prosecution of the criminal and all the things that goes with prosecution will serve as deterrent to some people. The eventual jailing or sentencing to death of the criminal will serve as a complete deterrent to some other people. So layers of enforcement will serve as deterrent until we get to the final point where the judiciary sentences the person. So that, to me, I believe is the best.
With what is going on now, is there end in sight? With what is going on, what you're seeing now, with the outcome of what is going on a daily basis, is there end in sight?
There should be an end in sight.
Right now, is there an end in sight? Do you see us ending all of these things?
No, we should end unless this government says, I am throwing in the towel. And that will cost the president politically. He is looking for a second term. 2019 is just around the corner. So it will be against his interest to throw him in the towel. And that's why I think that should be an end in sight, provided the president acts decisively and effectively.
Okay, so I would say, referring to past experience on reading the newspapers, we always think there will be an end in sight. But every week right here on SuperDawn, on our newspaper review, we have stories of the herdsmen killed a large number of people. So when you look at this, it looks as if it's not going to stop. Now, a barrister was here some days back, and he said for criminals, if you're a criminal and you can actually, the verdict of your case, if you're being charged, could be straight death penalty. But if you are tagged a terrorist and you're being caught, you'll probably be sentenced to life in jail.
No, the law does not say so.
I'm quoting what a barrister said.
No, I know what the law that was made by the National Assembly in 2011 says. A terrorist is to be killed. It deserves death penalty. The penalty is still part of our law. Once the penalty for murder is to be killed, sometimes by hanging or by firing squad. Yes. So a terrorist that had killed, what other thing has?
Are you saying if the president comes today to say, hey, these guys are terrorists, are you saying that these killings will end?
I believe so. I'm taking a cue from what happened before Buhari came back from medical vacation. The IPOB situation was too much for me. And when he made that pronouncement, I've never heard of what they have been doing since. You see, the pronouncement of the effective ruler of government is very, very important. Yes.
Okay. So what you're saying is that you are, let me just say, you are advising the president to declare these...
declare these herdsmen people terrorists.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to hold you on there, Anthony. We'll come back to you, but let's get this caller. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
It's very shocking that the president of this country is unwilling to call his brothers to order. You see, the president's body language, like I've been saying on this program, has shown that he wants Nigeria to boil. They have penetrated worry as of yesterday. They killed Ledo, and those regions are very volatile. Very soon, every Hausa, every Fulani will be killed in that region, because that is the way we behave, those of us from that area.